All right, people. So let's continue with the talk and everything while I'm on my way to work right now. Now, the second thing that Sir P talked about, right, was the lack of inheritance that a lot of us did not receive. A lack of inheritance that a lot of us did not receive. And guess what? I'm not talking about black Americans, I'm not talking about Jamaicans. Right? I'm talking about Jamaicans because there was a point in time in Jamaica where everything was affordable. You could have put away money in a Jamaica. You could have put away money. Let me tell you something. When I was growing up, the Jamaican dollar, right, was more powerful than the US dollar. It was $2 for one Jamaican dollar when I was growing up. I know, but I'm sure a lot of people that in my age group remember that. A lot of you probably remember that. Right? So the second thing I want to talk about is, what did our parents do at that point in time when they should have been buying land, when they should have been securing a future for us to pass down to our generations? What the hell were they doing? You understand? So let me tell you something. I'm not going to right outly blame my mother, because my mother, she actually tried. She came from a wealthy family. I wouldn't even say super wealthy, but she came from a well-do family. She was able to afford, right? And because of this too, my father was working for my grandfather, who is my mother's father, before he got married to her. And as I said that, you know, whatever it is, but this it is. Listen to me. Listen to me. Right? When it comes to something like this, it's important that you put something more for the picnic. It's not good. This is why a lot of children hate their parents. When you not leave them nothing, when you not give them nothing, and you not make them out there struggle. Most children would rather be non-existent than live a struggling life. What Sir P talk about, I have heard it from my father before. And I'm sure my brothers and sisters can remember this, when my father said to us, him nah leave nothing giveaway because Pitney ungrateful. The man literally look upon me and say him nah leave nothing giveaway because Pitney ungrateful. And him have to work hard for everything what him have. I thought, and I've heard many Jamaicans say it, you know, right? So when I heard a lot of other Jamaicans say it, I thought I was the only one, until I heard other Jamaican men and women open up their mouth about it. Other Jamaican men and women open up their mouth about it. It was that's a wicked generation. Wicked generation. For come up and left nothing to them friggin' Pitney. And he's right, Sir P is right, that one of the main reasons why we're upset with foreigners that come into our country and use and abuse the system and use and abuse us, is that as we are trying to fight our way out of poverty, as we are trying to fight our way into a more wealthy life, not even say wealthy, a more well-doing lifestyle, and something that we think that we should be leaving to our children, a lot of foreigners don't have to do that for their kids. How many of you growing up see little Chinese children in them parents' shop? I help them parents sell the products them. Them all grow up in the shop too. You understand? Them inherit the shop. How many of you are enough of we see it? Enough of we see it. Enough of we grow up with some of them Chinese, them youth that go school with some way. And later on you see them like after high school and them thing there. Enough of them just go in at them parents' business. Right away. You understand? Them have them minivan, them chicken business, them wholesale business, whatever it is. Enough of them just go right into the freaking, them not go UTech, them not go UE, them go right into the freaking business. I've known too many of them. And a lot of you know too many of them. It is a travesty and an embarrassment upon black Jamaican, the boomer generation, what would be known as the boomer generation. When you go around, go everything with a frack tail and skirt and panty and pull it down and breed one. Yo, me have enough pitney women to know nothing. I don't even know them name. I don't even know some of them exist. And then when funeral come, them a fight out, them pitney were outside of your marriage, a fight over house when not even belong to them. Enough of them, we don't even know so them exist until the very last days them start pop up now because them know say something them want come take. It is a travesty that you have left nothing for this generation, for us. For us Generation X. Nothing will never leave nothing for it. We'll never leave a damn thing for us. And then we talk about those who abuse your children. As if we'll never play a very important part in abusing your children. This is abuse. This is abuse too, you know. When you don't leave nothing for your kids or don't even try your best to leave something for them, even if it's a dingy ass house, because you're in a poverty and you say, yo, I'm gonna try even left the house here, I'm gonna fight, hide our tail so the house not get take away, so the picnic can have the house, build it up and sell it or rent it out. You understand? At one point in time, our parents had two homes. We had two homes. We had one in St. Elizabeth. We had one, you know, where we live in St. Andrew. And it was because of my mother buying the piece of cheap land at the time close to my father's brother. My mother using her money and buying the land. I was told that he never even won the land. And then they built a home on it. They built a home on it and things. So now we had two homes. Like, there are times when my family had like 3 flourishing businesses. We don't know what happened to them. You know, these were businesses that my mother was basically funding for my father. Like, as soon as money come through on them thing there, my mother was putting money into my father a lot. And all these businesses failed. Eventually, the second house was sold too. You understand? I don't know if, you know, it's questions I've always wanted to ask my father. There are a lot of questions I've always wanted to ask the man in terms of like, why was it more important to you, you know, to be out there sleeping with many women rather than like helping us, your married children, your children in your marriage, get a foothold in life? Why was it more important than, you know, helping us to basically thrive? My father never helped us thrive. Even when I was opening up my business for the first time, even as I was opening up my business for the first time, majority of the money I had saved over the years. Of working as a gymnastics coach. I saved my money. Save here, save there. Tell people say I can't go. Tell people say I'm broke. Spend on minimal things. Eating ramen noodles and all them things there. You understand? Eating ramen noodles and them things there. And my family can tell you. That I literally didn't even like there were certain times my friend them want to go beach. I'm say, yo, no man. Beach mean gas. Then we have to pay entry for go, depending on the beach we go, we have to pay entry in the beach. Then we have to buy food on the beach, and food on the beach expensive. Then gas for come back home. You understand? And if we carry gal, we have to pay for gal. No man. Can't bother go beach right now. Me want to my yard. You understand? I want to my yard unless we go free beach. Unless we go Hellshire or some other free beach, me no want to go. Me want to stay. My friends can literally tell you. Say sometimes I tell them, say, yo, you want to borrow the car, go beach. Me no business. Yo, you can go borrow the car and lick it up. Me no care. But me nah go. Make sure, say, whatever natural gas they in the car right now, you put it back. You understand? And that's how I was. Sometimes, like, I just didn't want to go out because even if I had it, I didn't want to spend it. Even if I had it, I didn't want to spend it. I wanted to save it and basically start my business. You understand? So I didn't even really understand investing as well, the stock market. You learned a little bit about the stock market in high school. Then when you go into the banks, because I worked in the banks for a while, you will hear like higher ups, like supervisors tell you, say, yo, them are investing at this and investing at that, and you still did not understand how it worked. You only hear, it's just like you only hear about stocks. You never hear, like, just the word alone, but you didn't understand how it worked. It wasn't until at the age of basically 27 to 29 when I went to, off campus UE, and I was studying marketing, and I got a better understanding of how investments work. And then getting that understanding of how investment works, I was in another job as a graphics designer, and I was investing in JMMB with what little money I had. I was investing, like, a guy came to my workplace and him said, this portfolio have a 10-year maturity, this one have a 5-year maturity. I couldn't take the 5-year maturity because I just did not have the money. And even the 10-year maturity, I just did not have the money. But he was willing to take what I have and say, yo, let me help you get like a compounding interest on it, so it will just continually roll over until it get big enough. You understand? So him start say, yo, this is what you must choose, because this will roll over and get stronger and bigger and whatever it is. You understand what I'm saying? So these are things that I'm going to be teaching my sons and daughter. You understand? If the world still remains as is, if the economy and how it is run has not shifted by the time that they are all grown, which I don't believe it's going to remain the same. It's going to shift. There's a shift happening right now. It is going to shift. It is going to shift. So, with that being said and stuff like that, I'm not living as if, hey, it's gonna be destroyed, don't work, don't do nothing. No, you can't live them ways there. The thing that's the wrong way of living. You can't live your life like that. You understand? You get yourself prepared, but you still carry on. You still carry on as normal but with a prepared mindset. You understand? You carry on as normal with a prepared mindset. But the second thing, like I said before, Sir P touching on that part of the topic, it hit very, very close to home, because my father literally said that. Those were his literal words to us. One day, we were having a Christmas dinner, and him there at the top of the table, and him say, yo, him not left nothing for it, nothing. Because him work hard for everything we him have, and pitney and grateful. You understand? I remember those literal words from the man. The man say, yo, him nah left nothing for we and pitney and grateful. So when I heard that, I was like, wow, we have nothing to receive from this side from the man. And like I said before, my mother did try. As bad as a relationship my mother and I had, my mother did try. She did try to get to leave stuff to us. And I think I may say that she was not perfect. I may say that the relationship that we had was not perfect. I may say that, you know, there's some things that my mom definitely did wrong that I think that she needs to atone for, where I am concerned and where my brother is concerned. And she may not see it that way because, you understand, as a parent, it's hard to say, yo, I wronged my child and stuff like that. But no, I've gotten into the habit. I've gotten into the habit of apologizing to my children whenever I wrong them. There was a time where I punished my daughter and I was wrong. I was wrong. She basically she's banned from YouTube. She's banned from YouTube. She can only watch Netflix. So one day I come upstairs and it looked like she was on YouTube Shorts, which we basically tear her up about. We cuss her out. We tell her, say, you're not supposed to be on that. You're banned from that. I cuss her out. I punish her. I said to her, say, yo, you're grounded. You're grounded until dinner time. You now come out of your room, plug out the TV, turn it. Right before I plugged out the TV, I'm gonna press upon the Xbox button to go and basically turn it off. I noticed that when I pressed the home button, no, not the home button, the back button, yeah. When I pressed the back button, it actually went back to the home screen of Netflix. So she was actually watching a show, but the show looked like they were doing shorts on it. And that was a grievous mistake of mine, and I felt so bad. You know, and she was in the corner crying because I grounded her. I'm telling her that she can't come out of her room. I'm gonna tell her that she nah listen and blah 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 blah. And I told her she's a bad kid and stuff like that. She's bad and she need for her to listen. And you know, she can get herself in trouble and blah 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 blah. And so someone basically said to her, say, yo, Amy, daddy was wrong. Daddy was wrong. Daddy's sorry, Amy. Daddy's sorry. I'm sorry, Amy. You're not grounded. It's my bad. I didn't look at it first. And so, you know, as a parent, if we get into the habit of acknowledging when we're wrong, we leave the opportunity open for our children to understand that parents can make mistakes too, but also that parents will apologize and atone for what they do wrong. I grew up in a generation where them never atone for what them do wrong. You understand? Enough time I can look for my mother and father and say, yo, them do stuff really, really wrong. And I think they knew when they did something wrong, but they did not apologize for it. And I think that's something very grievous with the generation that was before us. And that's why I believe that a lot of us who are now adults with our own family, you know, as much as we still love our parents, we keep a certain distance from them. We keep a certain distance from them because a lot of grievous things that they did just and didn't apologize for just made us like turn off from them. No. Are we better parents? I don't know. I can't say. I can't say we're better parents. Because there's a lot of things that my parents did that I do believe that, you know, you do need to do that. There are a lot of things that we do differently that works better than how I believe we were raised. And a part of it is also, going in a little bit with sort of gentle parenting. I do believe in a sort of gentle parenting. I don't believe that children, like, every minute you're supposed to box off a child head top, smacking a child's head top off. I don't believe in that. I just don't. I believe it should be like the very last resort. It should be the very last thing that should be done. If you can't talk to your child like the first time and second time or even third time as a warning, and them can't listen, then by all means I understand. But if the first time you just like, you don't even want to wait, you don't want to box off them head, you understand, you want to just clap them up, you just want to bruise them up on them thing there, something wrong with that. I'm going to tell you why something wrong with that. Something is wrong with that because when you were a child, I'm sure you wanted your parents to talk to you first before them beat you. I'm sure because growing up, a lot of us know. Growing up, when you grow up in the 80s and the 90s, jeez, I'm crying. Yo, sometimes, if street light turn on and you don't reach your yard, sometimes we used to look out for our father van. And when we hear, we used to be able to identify the different sounds of every different neighbor vehicle and our father's van. And when you hear that backside come up the street and you know say around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and your homework no do, and you never take off your school clothes, and you outside and kick 2 ball, rotted. Your backside I got bust up. Jeez, we used to like run. We used to run and duck. And duck underneath the car them and just run low. Till we reach right to the gate and sit down at the gate and knock on the door hard. And I tell our family, say, yo, open up the door and let we in. Daddy come. Open the door and let we in quick. And children, like, when we used to get our bashai, jeez, when we used to get our punishments and things, we used to have neighbors and other kids in the neighborhood basically line up at our gate to listen to us get beaten. Yo, picking on wicked narrative in Jamaica, you know. And then the next morning now, when we have to walk to school, or even talking in the neighborhood after that, everybody will laugh at you. People are laugh at your backside. You see me? They might make joke off of how you sound and I laugh at your backside and tell you about how I saw you sound and thing like that and blah 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 blah. You see me? Yeah, man. But to conclude, let me tell you something. What Sir P said was right. What Sir P said was right. We do have rights to blame our parents before us if we grow up impoverished. And it is the duty of your parents to pass down knowledge, wisdom, and wealth to you. Not just knowledge and wisdom, they're supposed to pass down wealth to you as well. So, me not supposed to struggle and then pick them come and struggle. It don't make no sense. I say it all the time. When you hear me say it all the time, say it don't make no sense. It don't make no rotted sense. It don't make no rotted sense. I'm gonna make a t-shirt name. It don't make no rotted sense. It don't make no rotted sense. You see me? Say you struggle and then turn around and make your children struggle. That's not good. That's not good. You understand? Leave a one business. Leave a trust fund. Ashley and I talk about this all the time. You understand? I talk to you about this all the time. You're supposed to start a trust fund for the pitney. Whether on the poor or not, there are very affordable trust funds and you can start for the children. By the time them reach 18 to 20, them can go dip in it and go get married. You just tell them, say no, them not use it for that, them not use it for them wedding. If I one thing them not use them money and do, is use it for no blasted wedding. That is a waste of freaking money. That is a waste of freaking money. Them now use the money there and go and pay for no rotted dumbass 1 day event. 1 freaking day event. That's a 1 day event. Do you know how many people I know? Even let me tell you something. When certain people even talk about the Azans, there's a Azan that, you know, I talked to her about getting married, and she said to me, say, why don't you do it? That time that I was engaged to my Japanese girlfriend and thing. And she said, why don't you do it? I said, boy, I don't have no money for the wedding. She said, do you think there Azan, I don't want to say him name, because I don't want people to know some know him, and I had a very extravagant wedding? Right? Do you think we had an extravagant wedding? So she goes on to tell me her story where them just did sit down on a park bench one day, and the man just said, you know, what do you think about getting married? And she said, she don't know, you know, she could take it or leave it. And him say him just have a ring. She said the man had a plain old ring. And that's what I'm telling you, enough people, I mean, used to hear the story all the time, right? So anyway, let me finish the story. She says the man have a plain old ring. Them, I don't remember if she tell me, said them go down to the court, but she said it wasn't an extravagant wedding. She said she had a wedding. It was somewhere, but his own friends come, like all 12 people come at the wedding. That's it. That's it. Meanwhile, people are paid $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 freaking dollars for wedding and can't afford a freaking house. $500,000 for wedding and can't afford a freaking house. I remember when I was doing my marketing class, right? This woman from NHT, she talk. NHT and this other thing, she talk in the class, and she said many people always a come and beg, but oh, NHT, do something for it. When them have millions of dollars, them spend millions of dollars per wedding. That's what I'm saying. Like, priorities for both male and female is mixed up. Not only in the US. We don't want to talk about, we love to talk about black Americans too much. Let's talk about black Jamaicans. Our friggin' priorities mix up too much. What, must have expensive wedding and everybody must dead upon them eye teeth. Everybody must dead upon them eyelash. Everybody must. We never think about buying land, building pan land, buying house and them thing there till no come America. That's the only time I hear people talk about land. Enough time at the home I try get cheap land. Enough time looking at the classifieds for cheap land when I dey back home. Cause enough time I say, yo, I want to buy a piece of land and build on it. Long time. I still have probably the book them, the printout them when I have at the house them. When they want to build on a piece of land. That is my ultimate goal. I want to pass down land to my pitney. I want to pass down something of value to them. That's what I'm telling. My wife and I laid in the bed last night. I said to her, say, yo, I have to pass down something. Me nah make them, me nah come out of the world and them nah nothing to them name. Unless me get unjustly put out while me build it together. Me nah make them, me nah left if me can help it. Me nah left ya and them nah nothing. Even if them fight over it, them can't look upon it and say, yo, daddy never left them nothing. Me want buy them a piece of land and make them, yo, me no care if them ungrateful. Oh, daddy buy a small piece of land and blah blah. Yo, me no business. You have a piece of land. And then the 3 away for shirt up and all, the 4 away for shirt up. Me no business. You have a piece of land. You understand? You have a piece of land. You want to fight over it? That's a fool business. Fool freaking business if you don't want to fight over the land. Fight over it. But at least I left it there for you. I left you a piece of land to fight over with your siblings. You understand? More time them can say, oh, well, daddy said me can get the piece here, no, daddy said me can get the piece here, no, man. Yo, more left them a land or a house with them trust fund. A double whammy. They must have a trust fund. Black people, Americans, Jamaicans, build a trust fund for your child. Money where you know put, no matter how broke you are, you know put your hand in it. You know put your hand in it. You understand? You know put your hand in it. After your pitney. Whether them ungrateful or not, at the end of the day, them can't say you never left nothing for them rotted. Are you pitney? And them never ask for come here. Enough time I say to my wife, my children did not ask. We lay down and breed. And bring them here. Them never ask for come here. You understand? Yes, of course, when putting them reach a certain age, I'm going to want to probably move in with them and probably sell my house or rent it out. And thing. Because I'm going to want putting them take care of me. You understand? I'm going to burden them with... Actually, it's not even a burden because Ashley's mother lives with us and she's far from a burden. Nowhere close to being anything like a burden. Nothing like a burden at all. You understand? Leave something for your children. Leave something for them. Them deserve it. Them don't deserve wickedness. That's wickedness. If you don't leave nothing for them, that's wickedness. That's, you look around you, everybody, even the wicked man, the evil man, leave something for him picnic them for take over. Right? Even the Bible says it, right? If you as an evil man know how to give your children good gifts, how much more will your Father in heaven not know how to give you good gifts? So basically what the Most High said is that, yo, listen, if evil people know how to give them children gifts, why wouldn't I? And I am the highest. I am the most high. Why wouldn't I know to give you good things? So hear me as a people. If the wicked people in life, what we complain about all the time, complain about how them exploit us, rob us, steal from us, do all kind of things to us, right? Know how to give their children inheritance, leave land for them, leave house for them, leave a bank account for them. Then how much more should we not do that for our children? How much more should we not do that for our children? We need to leave an inheritance for them, man. It's not right. It's just not right. Anyway, people, this is the Hebrew Jamaican Coolie. Peace. I am outie.